In this video, we'll be dissecting some of the problems, disadvantages, or concerns about the eNaira. Does it solve what it says it wants to solve? How's it going, guys? It's Fisayo here, and welcome to part 3 of the eNaira video series. In part 1, we thoroughly reviewed the eNaira apps for individuals and merchants. And in the last video, or part 2, we explored the real reason behind the eNaira creation after interviewing the CBN deputy governor and the technical partner who is helping create the eNaira technology for Nigeria, Bitt Inc. If you haven't, do watch part 1 and 2. I'll have them linked in the description below. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'd love it if you could hit that like button so more people can benefit from the knowledge we're sharing here. And you could definitely be helping someone out when you hit that like button. All right, without further ado, let's get to the video. Now, before we get into this video, a lot of people were concerned about the company creating the eNaira technology, which is Bitt. And people dropped comments like these. I definitely had to ask why Bitt Inc. was chosen, and here was the response.
So if you have an Olympic 100 meters or 200 meters race, and Usain Bolt comes first, are you going to say, why did Usain Bolt come first?
Yeah,
so we had an open process. We interviewed a lot of companies, and Bitt came first. It's as simple and as short as that. We recorded all our interviews. We had agreed on the weighted criteria that we'll use to score them. It actually led the interview process, and I didn't have any more weight in my scoring than my colleagues, the other directors that were there. Everybody scored what they thought, and we just submitted our score to somebody who collated and ranked the average, and Bitt was first. It was easy to see why they came first. Of all the people we spoke to, they were the only ones that already had introduced a digital currency in a country, if not even in a country, in
the Eastern Caribbean region.
Yes, so they did have some pedigree. And again, the fact that we have launched the eNaira with them as our technical partner shows that we didn't make a mistake.
At Bitt, all we do is digitize national currencies. Whether we do it for a central bank or a commercial bank that's doing it to be the first in a particular market because the central bank's not ready, we are about digitizing national currencies, and it's our sole focus.
Imagine for a moment, guys, that the eNaira got hacked. What this basically tells the world is that the Central Bank of Nigeria, the bank that is supposed to govern all other banks, all fiscal and monetary policy in the nation, the whole nation is not secure. That would breach the trust in the system and severely affect the CBN's reputation. In fact, during the launch of the eNaira, there was a fake Twitter account posing as the official eNaira handle. For those who know, as at this moment in time in Nigeria, Twitter is banned in this country. I made a video about it. You can watch that with the card up above or the link in the description below. So the CBN, of course, has no business being on Twitter. And the fact is that the handle got followers and sort of gained some trust. Imagine people sending their personal eNaira account details to that handle, which of course was not owned by the CBN, and it claimed to be distributing 50 billion eNaira. It would be too late before resolution takes place or the problem gets solved. The scammer, if they were fast, would have made a lot of money. Thankfully, the handle got suspended and the CBN made a press release after 2 days about it. But can we really trust the CBN's eNaira project?
I think Nigerians have already shown a very deep confidence in this product. I tell you, in the first 1 week alone, from Monday last week when the president gracefully launched this product to today, we already have almost 500,000 consumer wallets downloaded.
Wow, that's interesting.
And about 107,000 merchant wallets downloaded and onboarded. So that's a huge, very impressive number as we're seeing already. So that's is one thing to say, show me, put your money where your mouth is. They've already shown that they are confident in it. In any case, the same central bank that gave us the naira that we all carry in our pockets, and Nigerians are confident in the naira. That is our legal tender. We use it. Leave aside its value and whether it's changing or rising or falling. That's still the currency. It's the same central bank that is giving the eNaira, which is why they tactfully gave it that tagline, same Naira, but just with more possibilities.
The way we've built our product, or central bank digital currency product, is we leave the data under the financial institution's control. So the financial institution that currently onboard the banked users, those are the ones that have access to the personally identifiable information. Now, for the unbanked, there will be other participants that will be taking on that role. At the central bank level, the ability to control will be predicated upon the legislative context in the jurisdiction. So that'll really depend on the laws and regulations in Nigeria, of course, and throughout the world in the different jurisdictions. But it must be known, and it's pretty obvious, that there will be a greater level of control with CBDCs compared to cash. Cash has its issues today, where it is used tremendously in illicit activities. Sure. And as someone that knows the cryptocurrency world very well, you do know that cash is used a lot more in illicit use. So central banks around the world do know that, and they want to clamp down on illicit use.
When the blockchain became a thing, or when it became popularized, we came to love public blockchains and its decentralized nature. However, the CBN's eNaira is not built on a public blockchain.
I do see one day there is a possibility that central bank digital currencies will be fully on public blockchains. Currently, central banks that have evaluated whether a private permission blockchain or a public blockchain is most suitable have all converged towards the former private permission blockchain. And then that is to ensure control over the evolution of that blockchain, taking prudent steps forward towards its evolution, also admitting participants that will have to meet the regulatory guidelines to be a participant. So that's why today, that's the model that makes the most sense. But there are central banks that are testing public blockchains for interoperability between different CBDCs of different jurisdictions. So I find that very exciting. And I'm also very thrilled with our partnership with Stellar, where we're going to be exploring that further.
One thing I mentioned earlier is the idea of centralization, the idea of control versus access. In a way, the CBN is controlling the accounts instead of the commercial banks, and not the way they have access to it now. Although yes, you have to do it with your commercial bank. But here's the CBN's argument for the eNaira.
To start with, remember that what commercial banks do is really intermediation. They get money from those who have excess savings and channel it to those who need it in investment, which is why, as we all learned in economics, in equilibrium, savings should be equal to investment. So we're not doing that. The eNaira is just a lubricant and a payment platform. The banks don't own their own payment platforms. All they do is intermediation, right? And I do think too that if you notice, a lot of, for now, eNaira is onboarded through your own bank, so they are not left out of it at all. To the extent that people even move money from their deposits to their eNaira wallet, the banks charge you. They are still making money from that anyway. CBN will never ever compete with them. There's no need for that. We're a policy bank. Obviously, the charges may come later, but we're just giving a grace period because the infrastructure itself needs to be maintained and self-sustaining over time. So there's no competition whatsoever.
The idea of disintermediation could impact financial stability. Right now, if you want to get eNaira, you have to take money right out of your bank account, your commercial bank account, to your eNaira wallet. If there's mass adoption, this would definitely reduce the cash that the commercial banks have, and it would affect their balance sheets. And again, because the eNaira seems like a cheaper option, the CBN knows this, and they've placed some limits, as the Deputy Governor mentioned earlier. But would it work? That's another thing to consider, especially since merchants have no limits on transactions.
Fisayo, I don't think it will get there, and I'll tell you why. Obviously, commercial banks have much more to worry about in terms of the effect of technological change on their business model than to worry about eNaira. In any case, there's a reason that we cap the transactions right now to 200,000 per day, 500,000 daily balance. I mean, if you compare that to what is the deposit base of the total banking system, you're talking tens of trillions.
Yes.
So it's really not
I
the
totally
same breath
understand.
at all. Yeah. So money, you remember that money is held either for transactions, for speculative, or for precautionary motive.
Yeah.
Your wallet does not earn you
Does not earn
interest.
interest, so it doesn't
Exactly. So it will
compete with.
really be for transaction purposes, like money you have in your wallet, really. So nobody will move all their deposits and put in their eNaira wallet at all.
Okay. You know, we talked about one of the advantages being financial inclusion, but here we might also experience financial exclusion. How? Well, right now the eNaira CBDC is kind of easy for you and me, sort of, because we have smartphones that we use well. However, according to data from the NMEC, or the National Commission for Mass Literacy, Adult and Non-Formal Education, the estimate puts it that 35% of Nigeria's adult population is illiterate. That is around 37 million people. And the CBN would or could risk losing the eNaira adoption to these people. However, the CBN has tried to work with commercial banks to help educate more people, and also people with internet-enabled smartphones or phones, internet-enabled phones in general, to access this service. Basically, we should expect even more campaigns in the coming months for this eNaira. And another opportunity here is if or when the eNaira grows and has a USSD option. Maybe or maybe not, this is why companies like MTN and Airtel now have an approval in principle for their mobile money licenses. And could this be for the eNaira? We never really know for sure. All right. Right now, we have a really early version of the eNaira. It's not fully capable of all of the things that it wants to do, but the ideas look promising. It's also kind of scary with the concept of centralization. And I tried to get a more rounded thought process on this from both the Bitt Inc. and the CBN. And here's sort of a pre-conclusion.
With central bank digital currencies, central banks will better understand the flow of funds between different regions of their own country. They'll be able to understand the economic activity between different sectors. Currently, with paper money, all of that is obscure, is unknown. So central bankers, when affecting monetary policy, they have to kind of guess and figure out through alternative means what those numbers could actually be.
So all through our conception and implementation of this idea, we worked with not just the banks, but also the NIBS, the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System, to make sure that this is an alternative in an existing national payment system. It's not a disruptive thing. It is an alternative embedded right there within the Nigerian payment system. I believe that as more people adopt it, government parastatals may find it easier, even businesses, private business may find it easier to disburse salaries to their staff, using the eNaira, but also even to collect government revenue. So if you are customs, you're seated somewhere and somebody comes to clear their goods and said, I want to pay in eNaira, why would you say no? It's the currency. It's the legal tender. It's just a different form. So I think we still have a long way to go, but these use cases will be adopted over time.
Do check the links below for the CBN help desk phone number, their email address, and the website. And also check Bitt Inc's link as well. I'll also have sources and things I read, researched before I made this video. All right, guys, if you found this video useful, please leave a like to it. It definitely helps us get the word out, and you will be helping more people get knowledgeable about all this stuff. This has been a long journey. It has definitely taken quite a while to get these videos done after many successes and failures. Thank you all so much for your comments, feedbacks on the videos. Thank you for watching. And if you want to watch part 1 and 2, I have them linked in the description below. And for members of the channel, you also get the behind the scenes or our raw interview with CBN and Bitt Inc. Also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon beside it so you'll be the first to know when we post a new video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video.